Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, January 29th. You'll be interested to know. On this day, 88 years ago, in 1936, Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb were among the first players to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Only 18 more days until spring training, folks. Now let's check out the weather in the Encinitas area. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and 53 degrees, with just about no wind and 58% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 5:18 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:44 a.m. We're now getting 10 hours and 32 minutes of daylight, which is 33 minutes more daylight than we were getting back around Christmas. Now there's some good news to start your day. You're welcome. It looks like we're in for a day of sun with a high near 65 and variable west wind 5 to 10 mile per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 53. In the surf report, expect fun waves with light and favorable wind. The west and west-northwest swell peaks overnight, bringing waist to head-high waves, with some spots going 1 to 2 feet overhead. Light wind in the morning will shift to light onshore breezes by midday. Looking ahead, a strong west-northwest swell arrives later next week, but conditions might deteriorate by the weekend due to a low-pressure system. We'll keep you posted. In Encinitas and North County, it's looking 3 to 4 feet and clean in the morning, turning a little choppy in the afternoon. The first low tide Monday will be 2 feet around 4:30 a.m., with a 5-foot high tide at 10:30 a.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 60 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead, we'll see mostly sunny weather Tuesday and Wednesday with highs near 63 degrees, turning to likely rain and cloudiness Thursday and continuing overnight. Friday brings showers and a gradual clearing, with highs around 56 and a breezy, cloudy night. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In top news, the Himalayan mountains took 52 million years to form. Now, a new geological study has unveiled a fascinating process happening beneath them. The Indian Plate, instrumental in creating this mountain range through its collision with the Eurasian Plate, is experiencing delamination. This process involves a complex interaction where the top layer of the Indian Plate scrapes against the Eurasian Plate, while the bottom layer splits off and subducts into the Earth's mantle. This discovery challenges previous beliefs about the Indian Plate's movements. Some scientists had argued it was moving horizontally, avoiding subduction, while others believed it was submerging beneath the Eurasian Plate. The current findings suggest that both processes are occurring simultaneously. The research team used innovative methods, including helium isotope analysis from springs and seismic data, to uncover this phenomenon. In other words, that we can all understand, basically, the mountains are breaking away from each other now, after millions of years of coming together. Now let's talk more science. The moon is shrinking, akin to the wrinkling of a raisin, and has been illuminated through a detailed reanalysis of seismic data from the Apollo missions. Scientists have focused particularly on the moon's south pole, a region characterized by its rugged, cratered terrain. This analysis reveals that the moon is not only shrinking, but also experiencing moonquakes, which differ significantly from earthquakes on Earth. These quakes, potentially lasting hours, could pose risks to structures on the moon, making this information vital for future lunar explorations and settlements. As NASA plans to return humans to the moon with the Artemis missions, understanding these seismic activities becomes increasingly crucial. This knowledge will guide the strategic placement of lunar bases and the design of structures resilient to these unique lunar conditions. In business news, this week in the markets, it's set to be eventful, with several key happenings. The Federal Reserve's first meeting of the year is anticipated, where interest rates are expected to remain unchanged. Investors will be looking for any signs from the Fed about future rate cuts. The U.S. jobs report for January will also be released, showing whether the economy added the expected 177,000 new jobs. This report could indicate how the Fed's previous rate increases are impacting the economy. In tech, major companies like Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Meta are scheduled to report their earnings, which could significantly influence the market's direction. The Bank of England will also have its first policy meeting of the year, with expectations to keep interest rates steady. Finally, China's PMI data will offer insights into the state of the world's second-largest economy, which is facing several challenges, including a housing downturn and deflationary risks. In crypto, Bitcoin is back up a bit to $42,425. Ethereum is at $2,275. And Solana is up to $97.75. Now on to sports. We now know who's playing in Super Bowl 58 on February 11th. In an incredible NFC Championship game, the San Francisco 49ers staged a massive comeback, overcoming a 17-point deficit to defeat the Detroit Lions 34-31. The Lions led 24-7 at halftime, but the 49ers rallied in the second half. Key moments included a miraculous catch by Brandon Ayuk and a pivotal Lions fumble. The Lions' decision to forego field goals in favor of fourth-down attempts backfired, contributing to their loss. The 49ers' resilience was on full display, reminiscent of their previous comebacks in NFC Championship history. This win propels them to the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs, continuing their remarkable postseason journey marked by overcoming significant challenges. And in the AFC Championship, the Chiefs beat the Ravens in Baltimore 17-10. On February 11 at 6:30 Eastern Time, Super Bowl 58 will be played in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Chiefs will be the home team and the 49ers the road team. As of now, the 49ers are favored by 1.5 points. In the NBA this weekend, the Clippers smoked the Celtics on the road in Boston by a score of 115-96. And the Lakers on the road beat the Warriors in a nail-biter of 2 overtimes, 145-144. Yowza! Also this weekend in national hockey, the Ducks on the road beat the Wild 3-2. And the Kings on the road lost to the Blues in overtime 4-3. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Now in local news, 3 marijuana businesses in Encinitas have received state licenses after a city-organized lottery in 2022. One is nearing construction completion. The City Council extended their contract with HGL Companies for marijuana business management to June 2025. The contract cost is now $648,400, up by $79,500 due to more applications than expected. The city's cannabis-related costs are funded by business fees and sales taxes. Encinitas collected $1.35 million from over 200 lottery applicants. The council is also considering allowing one medicinal marijuana delivery business following a new state law. Additionally, they approved a contract for the Buena Creek Navigation Center and revised the city's athletic field usage policy. And in entertainment news, Amazon MGM Studio is developing a film about Heather Rasmussen-Morgan and her husband Ilya Lichtenstein, charged in 2022 with a $4 billion Bitfinex Bitcoin heist and money laundering. Directed by Hannah Marks and co-produced by Lily Reinhardt, the film is inspired by a 2022 New York Times article. The story follows the couple's 2016 hack of Bitfinex, leading to their arrest in 2022. Before her arrest, Morgan was an aspiring rapper and Ford's contributor. They admitted to stealing 120,000 Bitcoin and agreed to forfeit their gains, facing up to 20 years in prison. The Justice Department recovered another $475 million related to the heist in August 2023. Since her arrest, Morgan has distanced herself from the crypto and NFT space, with her NFTs disappearing from OpenSea. The film's release date and further details are yet to be announced. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today's quote comes from the great coach from Notre Dame, Lou Holtz. Lou says, "Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. And your attitude determines how well you do it." I love it, Lou. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends.